Today we're going to try Van Leeuwen's latest novelty flavor, Malted Milkshake and Fries, which frankly to me is an amazing idea. Finally, I mean, it's Idaho potatoes. I don't know, I guess that's a trademark? I believe Idaho Potato is actually a brand, but I'm not sure if they mean that as in the Idaho Potato brand. I have to assume they do. But milkshake and fries is basically the perfect flavor combination. Everybody's done it for a long time. I was introduced to it when I was a kid from my family. They were like, here, dip your fries in the ice cream. I think the classic is the Frosty, Wendy's Frosty with fries. But I often did McDonald's soft serve with fries, Burger King soft serve, any kind of soft serve generally, or milkshake works great with fries. So let's read this little thing and see if it says anything about Idaho specifically. We got old school diner vibes and had a hankering for a milkshake and fries or a velvet and frog sticks. I guess that's some kind of slang? I don't know. So 86 the rabbit food and enjoy a scoop or 7 of this slamming combo of Idaho registered trademark. Okay, so it's Idaho potatoes, French fries, and malted ice cream. Isn't that just the bee's knees? So interesting that they opted for the Idaho potato brand, even though it's not necessarily a brand I think people care about. And this is interesting. It's clear and not like a message. I swear, everyone I've gotten has had like a funny message on the top, but this one's clear. But interesting that they went with Idaho Potato as the brand, because even me, I was confused, and I generally, I guess, know more than some people about food brands. And Idaho being a brand name is something I was still not sure about. So I'm not really sure how much the Idaho name is helping them. But maybe it is just because people associate it with it. It's one of those things like Hoover or Band-Aid, where the company name, there's a term for this, where the company name and the product name are the same. Jacuzzi is one. Jacuzzi is a brand name. It's not called a jacuzzi. It's a hot tub. Like I said, Hoover is a brand. People call it the Hoover, or I'm going to do some hoovering. It's vacuuming. Same idea as Idaho Potato. So maybe it helps them in that front. Like Band-Aid. It blew my mind when I learned that Band-Aid is the name brand, and it's actually just I don't even know what you call it, a plastic thing. Anyways, let's eat this before I rant too much. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look super potatoey. It looks more milkshakey, and I assume they mean vanilla milkshake, vanilla ice cream, because what else would you get with fries, really? Except the chocolate frosted. A couple of things to talk about with this. Not quite the home run I wanted. I was really expecting something crazy out of this because it's Van Leeuwen, whatever you want. Jeez. Sorry, I got some potato caught in my throat. Whatever you want to call them. They're quality ice cream. Now the problem here, and maybe I should have spotted this from the name, malted milkshake and fries. First of all, I'm not really getting any malted. Sorry. It tastes like ice cream, like vanilla ice cream. It doesn't necessarily taste malted. Secondly, it's the real problem with this is not necessarily the ice cream doesn't taste malted, because it wouldn't really matter that much. It's the fry part. And it's because it's not really fries, it's little spots of potato, and the problem is that they don't taste like fries. That's the number one issue, in that they don't taste fried. There's no taste of oil, basically. Something you distinctly notice with a fried food, especially a potato, there's no taste of fried essence to it. It tastes very much like potato. Very, very super potato-y, which is not necessarily what I'm looking for with a fry. I gotta be honest, I'm more concerned about the texture, which is also missing in this, unfortunately. A crisp fry that's hot and salty and crisp. That's all I really care about. The potato flavor is kind of negligible, and I think that's where they got it wrong in this one, in that they made it more of a potato-forward flavor. So it's kind of like eating ice cream a little bit with like mashed potato almost in it, because it doesn't just evoke fries. It really does not evoke fries at all. It evokes potato, but it does not evoke a fry. And the important part of a milkshake with a fry or ice cream with fries is the juxtaposition. I guess I should have known this wouldn't work in the first place, because the important part of it is that you have the hot fry, a hot salty fry going into the sweet, cold ice cream, and it creates a juxtaposition. It creates an experience in your mouth, a hot and cold, a salty, a sweet. You get all those things together. That's what makes it an interesting experience. And you don't get that here. What you get is a kind of good sweet ice cream with some potato flavors thrown about. It just doesn't nail fry and milkshake in quite the way I hoped it would. And honestly, I don't know if they could. Now that I think about it, now that I've tried their attempt, and they're masters, they've done some crazy stuff. So if this is their attempt at it, I'm kind of curious if anybody could make it work. Just because I just don't think you can make fries and a milkshake work necessarily in an ice cream that well, just because you don't get the hot and cold, you don't get the juxtaposition. And I think it definitely could have done a little bit better in this front. I'm not an ice cream expert, so I don't really know how they would do this, but if they could make it to where it was actual, like, pieces of fried fries, I don't know if that's even possible, but if you could get a little taste in there of actual fries instead of just potato, it could be potentially really good, but as it is, it's just kind of bleh. Looking at the ingredients, cream, milk, cane sugar, Idaho potato flakes. See, that's where we're having a problem. Idaho potato flakes, egg yolk, butter, powdered sugar, malted barley, wheat flour, canola oil, blah, blah, blah. So we're not talking about whole potato pieces or even pieces of fried potato. We're talking about Idaho potato flakes. So it's like mashed potatoes being put in here. It just doesn't work. It's just not the right combination of flavors in this case. Could it be done? I'm honestly very, very dubious that it can be done. But I definitely think it can be done better. And Van Leeuwen is a company I would expect to do better, but in this case, they missed it. It's really just too potato forward and not enough fry. So Van Leeuwen, Idaho potato, malted milkshake and fries ice cream. Great idea, great concept, I think, but maybe doomed from the start. So that's that. Oh, I got to give it a number. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I'm still going to eat it. It's okay. It's just kind of odd. It just kind of tastes like an ice cream, and then every once in a while you get a bit of potato. So it's just odd overall and not satisfying the flavor I want from French fries and ice cream. I'd rather just go down the street. I mean, I guess that's not the point, of course, but I just don't know if this experience can be replicated at home. The experience of fries and ice cream from a restaurant or a fast food place, I don't even think you can do it at home yourself. It would be very hard to do at home yourself. Maybe you could fry your own fries and make your own ice cream, and it would probably be delicious. But this is an out there experience. This is a diner, kind of like diner fast food experience that I find may not be able to ever be replicated in an ice cream, but who knows? That's just my opinion. Van Leeuwen, Idaho, malted milkshake and fries, 3 out of 5. And I'll see you all next time.